So, people have been asking, Zoe, who are you supporting for the nomination? I think it's easy to tell you who I'm not supporting. I'm not supporting the one who our enemies would want as president. Look at him. Looks like he has to be excused to take a leak or something.
I think what's happening. Propaganda.
Ron Paul is surging in the polls. Congratulations. There, you happy? I said something nice about Ron Paul. Now, one of the things that bothers me the most about Ron Paul is his supporters. One reason is because they don't listen. They're constantly demanding to know why I don't support Ron Paul, and when I tell them flat out why, they still ask the same thing. So I'm gonna try this again, a little slower.
And now we are indignant because the stuff we have done overseas is now brought right back into our own front yard. America's chickens are coming home to roost. They have been explicit and they wrote and said that we attacked America because you had bases on our holy land in Saudi Arabia. You do not give Palestinians a fair treatment, and you have been bombing. I didn't say that. I'm trying to get you to understand what the motive was behind the bombing. At the same time, we had been bombing and killing hundreds of thousands of Iraqis for 10 years. Would you be annoyed? If you're not annoyed, then there's some problem.
Did you get that? Ron Paul believes the same thing Jeremiah Wright does. They both believe that America got what she deserved on 9/11. There's one of the many reasons why I do not support Ron Paul. I also do not support Ron Paul because he won't denounce his 9/11 truther supporters. They believe 9/11 was an inside job. Ron Paul doesn't believe that. He believes we were attacked by the Middle East and we got what we deserved. Y'all, when I think about Ron Paul dealing with our enemies, this is what I see. Yeah, see, that doesn't work for me. And that's actually him yelling at us. You libertarians act like Ron Paul has the last word on the military because he served. I appreciate Ron Paul defending this country in uniform, but now Ron Paul just attacks this country out of uniform. And Ron Paul ain't the only person who has served, and he's not the only person who served in uniform with an opinion. Rick Perry was a captain in the Air Force. I guess you policites should accept everything he says about military and foreign policy too, right? This is Ron Paul's military and foreign policy. And since Ron Paul is an OBGYN and a libertarian who believes that a state has the right to make prostitution legal, perhaps he can understand this. Well, I see no reason why I should wear protection before I have sex with this prostitute. She's not showing any signs that she's HIV positive. I talked to her pimp personally, and he said that she doesn't have HIV. If I go in to have sex with her and I pull out a condom, well, then she could become very offended, and then she could call her pimp, and before I know it, I'd be surrounded by his associates who would be there to beat me up. And I would deserve it because I should have given this prostitute the benefit of the doubt. That's Ron Paul's foreign policy. Speaking of Ron Paul being an OBGYN, that doesn't make him pro-life. And as my father-in-law would say, Ron Paul delivering 4,000 babies doesn't make him pro-life. It just makes him rich. And good for him. And I'd like to add that being an OBGYN doesn't make you pro-life. OBGYNs are also the same doctors that perform abortions. I'm thankful to Ron Paul for welcoming life into this world. But if he's the kind of person that says it's up to the states to decide on this, then he's not 100% committed to the pro-life position. Man, I could write a whole chapter on why I don't support Ron Paul and why I can't dig where libertarians are coming from. Oh wait, I have, and it should be out soon. Stay tuned. I'm Alfonso Rachel for Zone Nation, where I want to point out that Ron Paul's profession involved understanding the vagina. And it appears that the only way Ron Paul would know how to deal with America is to make America one big vagina, which sets America up to get screwed.